Where we last left off in the Destiny world, there was a. It was right before the Witch Queen expansion came out. The 30th year just came out, and I don't know. Like it's been some time. We were waiting for the rework of Void. We were waiting for the rework of Arc, Solar, and all that's actually happened since the last time I made a video. So I mean, aside from catching up on this and that, I just kind of wanted to go over the general idea. Well, anyway, after the Witch Queen came out, they had like a lot of different missions that we can do. This is a new strike that they added after. I think you have to actually beat the campaign to get this one. It's really cool because it dives deeper into the pyramids, which is like a different setting that Destiny usually has. Like it's the new one for this last DLC that they brought out. Really like the way it looks. I mean, some people don't. Usually, they're used to more of like the flora kind of cool looking stuff. But I like that there's like a pyramid ship. It's sick. It's got like a very high tech feel to it, but also like archaic at the same time. But along with the Witch Queen update and the seasons that have been since then, I think there's been 3 seasons since it came out. Like the one we're playing on right now is the most recent. Is the season of the plunder, the whole slew of weapons. Um, it's just it's really refreshing to see that since Witch Queen came out, Witch Queen actually came out with the Void rework, and this is the season of the Arc rework. It's cool to see the synergies that we can actually be doing now. Like I mean, I love Void, so I'm playing as Void now, and it's cool to like using a Void auto rifle is what I usually use in the Wither Horde. That grenade launcher is sick as fuck. But use my grenades, I can get volatile rounds that are keen to just Void, and enough volatile rounds they implode. It's just really cool. The whole reworking system to where like I love being an invis hunter. You can just be more customizable that you want to invis here and there. Like you throw your grenade down, you can still dodge. You're not like giving up. You're not like giving up part of your subclass like you used to before the rework. So it's really cool to see. Like I'm pretty happy with it so far. They had the Vow of the Disciple raid that came out shortly after Witch Queen's campaign. And honestly, I haven't got to do it yet, but I've watched plenty of streams. It looks great, and it still keeps that like you see on screen, this like pyramid ship theme to it. It's absolutely nutty looking, and I'm excited to eventually try it. But for now, still waiting to get on those raid teams. But all the content that's been passed since then has just been really impressive for the most part. The seasons do get boring after a while. Like if you just play them nonstop, do the story mission of the week, do your pinnacles, yada yada yada. Unless you got some grinding to do or you want to run raids, you kind of just I don't know. You kind of got to make your own fun out of it. But for the most part, I have been enjoying the season. The season of the plunder. This season had some really interesting weapons. I do enjoy the seasonal activity. It's Catch Crash and Expedition, and there's also like a kill the boss lost sector kind of mission added. I'll probably throw some of that stuff on screen just so you guys can see, but for the most part I've been digging that. The rewards have been pretty good. You can still focus like armor rolls, weapon rolls. They added a bunch of new crafting weapons like per season. They've done that last couple seasons too, and red border resident weapons that you want to keep working on, keep trying to get those so you can craft the weapon, make yourself the enhanced perk version, yada yada yada. It all goes seamlessly every season. It seems to be like you can craft the seasonal weapons, which are nice because they go away, or you can choose to go play last season's seasonal activity, which is fine. Like I really enjoyed the solar season. Fuck, I can't remember what season it was, but it was the Castellum one where they brought back the Leviathan like raid area, but it was used for a seasonal activity. And Solar 3.0 just came out, so everybody is just popping solar wells. There's fucking fire everywhere. It's cool. It's a great time. Like I enjoyed that a lot, and the weapons were really cool. We got to see the return of like the Ostringer. Uh, there was also the Callus mini tool submachine gun. It was great. It was a good rounds per minute. And then yeah, so we got to get that back. They just reprised some weapons that they took away before, which is classic Destiny. So I'm not gonna say that that's dumb and they shouldn't do that. because I suppose they shouldn't. You know, when they give you something that maybe you pay for, you work really hard to get, then they make it obsolete, then they release it with like updated perks, updated, stats to it. It is what it is. They did that with the 30th release. The last time I made a video when like the dungeon came out, they had like the Matador shotgun was reprised, the 1,000-yard stare, the Ice Luna. I think there's another really good banger in there, but which those are all fucking great to get. Like I grinded my ass off to get a good Ice Luna roll, and it's still not the God roll because the RNG in this game and me don't really mix. But yeah, so far I've been enjoying this quite a bit. The King's Fall raid from Destiny 1 was also reprised recently, and me and some boys tackled that one a couple days ago. I didn't beat it, but we're all a little under leveled, so we still need some things to work on. But dude, it's a blast. Like it's still like the same D1 raid, so the mechanics are still the same with slightly different things, and it just looks great. King's Fall was one of my favorite raids for sure. I love doing that raid. It's a hard one for sure, but so I'm hoping to continue doing that one a little bit more. And then since time has passed, we've also got to look at Lightfall, the next big like DLC for Destiny, which they're also adding another darkness subclass like they did with Beyond Light, where you got Stasis. It was the 4th subclass you get to have. Now we're going to have 5 with Lightfall. And it's Strand. It's definitely got its green aura. People were speculating it was going to be prior to they released a trailer and talked about it. But they were speculating it was going to be like a poison one, like Necrosis or some shit like that, which sounded fucking sick to me because they've already kind of experimented with poison, like poison tick damage in the game with like Thorn and Necrotic Grips, things like that. Even like the Wither Horde, the weapon, the grenade launcher I'm using, is got a tick damage aspect to it, so it's kind of like poisony, but that's blight tick instead of poison. But you get what I mean. So if it's not that, it just in the trailer they just showed them like, kind of like grappling around, which is pretty interesting. I can't tell if they're like chains or ropes, but it looks really cool. I'm excited to use a new subclass, excited to earn more aspects and fragments, which was really, really the best part about this like last year since the Witch Queen came out was the rework of the subclasses and the synergies you can do now. You know, they made some things not as good as other things, but there is still a broad spectrum that you can now synergize. Like if you're going to run Void, run some Void weapons with it to just, you create volatile rounds, you can, blind them, yada, yada, yada. You can do Solar where you use your class ability and you can make the next guy next to you radiant. While you're radiant, you do extra damage. And, if you can get like a melee kill and a grenade kill, you gain instant cure or like restoration. It's just, you can tell what classes are definitely catered towards more now as opposed to when they were just there. Like Void, you're just Void doing things. Void. Arc is just doing Arc things in Arc. Now everything seems to be like, if you want to maximize what your class can do, you need to start looking at what procs what. Like Arc, been having fun with Arc this season. You hit the target with an Arc weapon and it'll jolt them and jolts the targets around them. If you do that, you can activate, I can't remember what it is, but it allows you to go fast and stuff like that. It's cool. Like they just made one of the game's strongest points a little bit stronger. Granted, there is some broken ass shit. Like I was playing PvP the other day and I'm just like, dude, I can't kill this guy. Like I could not physically kill this like Solar Titan. He was always just dropping barricades. He had Laurel Splendor. I don't know, man. I didn't understand what I was supposed to do. But I'm also not a big PvP guy. It's fun. I'll do that, but I really enjoy the PvE, and I'm still playing it to this day. It's still really fun. It's a good, relaxing game to just chill and play. But aside from just kind of banking on seasons to get us through until the next expansion comes out, like I'm still pretty excited. Like there's a lot of things that can be done, and I'm still looking forward to all that. But I don't know. I just want to give an update on it, and we can go over more things in depth. Maybe I can do a video just on the seasonal weapons, or maybe I do a bit more of an Arc build, because Arc is very, it's going on right now. Everybody's Arc, but I mean, I still love my Void. But I just want to give an update and just kind of talk about the game's, state and, the just the quality of life updates that have happened since my last video. And it's good to know about. There's also tons of patch notes. I can just link patch notes in the description, things like that. But just want to give you an update on all this fun stuff. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.